All right. Hello, Stargazers. Welcome in, welcome in. How is everybody doing today? Hello, Vessa. Hello, Eve. And Neo. Hello. Neosara's here. How is everybody doing? How are things going? And Kaku, hello. It's so nice to see you guys. And a lot of you guys are on the YouTube side. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. How is everybody doing today? How is everybody doing? It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. What has everybody been working on? Has anyone been doing any projects or things? How is everyone? Hey! Eve, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Pretty good. Just earned $15. That's always nice. We doing... Thank you, Eve. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, I've got to change the alerts, too. I've got to change those alerts, but thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. But how's everybody doing? How is everything going with people? I am, I'm working on, a project that I've been sort of, teasing here and there. I think last time we did an art stream, I was working on the chibi for it. Just got home from work. Nice, nice. I think I was working on the chibi last time. You might have seen a sketch. If you are subbed on the Twitch side, you can see a little bit of a sneak preview of how that is eventually going to look in an element of this. But we are working on a sort of a video setup, and I'm kind of working on making a template for it so that I can create a series. I'm working on a video series, and I really don't know how it's gonna go, but today's work is basically going to be developing a little bit of that template setup, and I'd sort of like to you know, chit-chat with you guys a little bit about it too. I think that would be nice. I want to sort of, like, get... The video's not out yet. I haven't done the first video in the series yet. We're working on it. But once that does come out, I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts on it. And, we're just sort of gonna be making some elements to it. So I'll kind of go over and explain a little bit of the process and the project, and... yeah, I'm interested to hear your thoughts. But what is everybody else working on? What is everybody else doing lately? I'm trying to think here. I think I need to make, I think we'll probably work on a banner today. I want to make a little banner. And then... I'm trying to balance between, like, I don't want to make it too crazy, but I want it to look like it's, worthwhile, I suppose. There's, like, a lot of elements where I'm like, oh, I could make this little tweak here or that little tweak here. Doing work at his leg right now. I'm sorry, Kaku. But yeah, that's kind of the setup. So why don't I show you sort of how things are currently going. There we go. This is kind of a really rough idea. You can ignore the part in the middle. Actually, here, let me just separate these real quick, because I don't really need these on two of the same layer, do I? And then I'll hide the oranberry, because we don't really need the oranberry. Eventually I'm gonna have to record all these paintings, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to use my crystal, which is gonna feel weird, but it's probably the best way to do it painlessly. And then over here, I want to sort of make a banner of sorts. I'll put it over here so you guys can see it easier. And I'm always trying to make things, like, nice and decorated, and the idea is that the screen is basically a large scroll. So, the scroll is going to have imagery going on it and sort of helping to tell a story. And then, on IRIAM, I'm hoping to maybe start talking about some of those story ideas as well. After this one. This one is gonna sort of set the stage for everything, right? But let's see here. Why don't I start off by just getting the color down? Trying to get the banner here. Trying to get it the right size, first of all. And the idea is that the banner can sort of come down and explain things. So let's just make that a color that I can see for the moment, right? Just make it visible. And then, oh, Alright, I want to have this right in the middle so that I will be able to... Let's see if this works. Kind of create a way that I can decorate both sides evenly, right? I don't know if that's entirely even. I can't really tell if the ruler's like a pixel off or not. Probably is. Let's see. Can I tell? I guess it's centered. It didn't feel centered for a second. But I guess it's centered. No, it's not centered, because if I was erasing here, then this shouldn't also be chopping off here. How am I gonna center this? Alright, if it's here, then this is probably gonna have to go over. Let's see here. I always forget how to move the actual ruler. Come on. There we go. Maybe here? Let's try that. I think that's even. Hard to tell. Nope. Why is it off a little bit? Grid? Ah, thank you. Yeah, no, you're right. I should be using a grid. That would definitely help. Sometimes I forget about the tools that Clip Studio can do because it has so many options. Hang on, where is... I haven't done this stuff in a while. Oh my gosh, where's my... There we go. View grid, thank you. And this is definitely not even, but... Okay. Why don't I just try doing it this way? Let's erase what we had before, and then we'll move this whole thing here. And then let's try to work from there. That's a good idea. Thank you. It is so much we forgot. Yes, it is too many features, too much combos of things. All right, we don't need this anymore. Let's just work on setting this up correctly. What if we do it like that? Will that work? All right, I'll take it. Could also enable clipping for selection and cut off the sides. Yeah, true. I just cut off the sides, so there you go. There you go. Okay, how do I want this to look? I want this to be, like, kind of fancy-ish, but I also want it to look generic. Because my idea is, this part is going to stay consistent, and then this will change color. So I guess, like, I want to have some nice decorated thing here, and then this could change color too. I actually just now thought of the fact that this could also change color. Alright. Let me grab some references that I had pulled up before. And I want to see if I can... I have an entire mood board right now called Scrolls and Stamps. Let's see here. I don't need anything too fancy. I just, you know, I want to give a little bit of flair. A little bit of flair. Let's see what we can do. Scrolls and stamps. Okay. I'll put another layer on top just so I can have fun playing around with it for the moment. And I guess I'll also make it green since the first one here is green too. Just keep it consistent for the moment. There we go. What should we do? I should probably use this gold with it as well, to keep it looking like it belongs to the same object, right? What could I do with this? Okay, I guess the first thing I could always do is have, like... And I'm not putting the symmetry on it yet, because I'm just sort of playing around at the moment. Probably want a gold banner with, like, a... whatchamacallit? Like a border effect? And then... what else could we do? I see a lot of people always decorating the top, but that doesn't work, because this thing comes down, so... maybe just some sort of symbol? Gold thing? If I can make it look like it fits in with the other piece here, right? Something how do people do filigree so well? I always see people doing like crazy amounts of filigree just for like a basic character illustration, usually Genshin art. And I wonder how everyone suddenly knows how to do filigree. Do you guys know what I mean? It feels like everybody knows how to do ornate filigree now. Is that just me? Let's see, do I wanna, no, I don't want a double layer on it. It's the in, but how did everybody learn it? That's what I don't get. How did everybody learn how to do it? They copied? I guess so. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but like... I have like a million mood boards and I'm still not good at even just copying it, you know? There's so much that goes into it that I don't know how to do. Even if it is the in thing right now. I'm not copying any of them, like, exact, you know? I mean, I still want to have, like, some originality. Oh, maybe I'll do 3? Do I like that look or no? No, it's probably gonna be... might be a little too much. Vesta, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Also, I need to put the subscriber things on here. I need to change the subscriber things. Granted all Prime, but still, that still means a lot to me. That still means a lot. You're choosing to use your Prime, and I still really appreciate that. Let's see. Maybe... something like this? I don't know. I'm trying to do something that looks somewhat nice. It's not easy, though. I wanted to have some kind of cool, ornate thing. I want to get better at filigree, but I don't really know how. I mean, I could just copy the existing ones, but there's still so much to it, you know? It's not that easy. I can't just directly, I can't just directly take from any one of them. I have to make my own thing in some way, but I always end up defaulting to swirls, because that's the only one that I know how to do. I'll just push that up a little bit so it's not taking up too much room. And then... I kind of still want, like, some sort of dangling thing here. I don't know why. It's probably gonna be too much extra, but... It's probably gonna be too much extra. All I think of when I see filigree is elves. Why elves? Also, hello, Lillian. The dangling is cool. I don't know. It's gonna, okay. So the idea, right, is that like, there's gonna be like a video element, and then every time I want to give like a tip or something, it just sort of goes like, you know, whoosh, and then goes back up. Whoosh. So it doesn't like, it might be too distracting, but I don't know. It feels nice. Maybe I'll make them smaller. Maybe they don't have to be dangling so much. Maybe I'll just do like, you know, little crystals, and then it's like, oh wait, that's the wrong layer. Wait, is that, am I doing, oh, because they're together, that's why. And then we have 7. I like 7. Would have to be animated then. Yeah, I probably wouldn't animate them. I do want to animate one piece over here that's like the tassel of the scroll. I think it would be cool if it just did a very, very simple, like a little sway, maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to not be too extra, and I always end up being a little bit extra. But here's the thing, right? Once I've done that kind of thing, it's a template. It's a template. It can just, I can just keep reusing it every single time. You think the scroll looks good as is? I just wanted a little bit of a tassel just to sort of fill the space. Because it feels like, I don't know. I'll play around with it. I had it in my head for a longer enough time, I guess. And then... I know I could make this being a little bit smaller. Maybe I shouldn't have anything dangling on there. The great month-long tassel debate shop. But okay, that's another part of it, right? Like, it's kind of part of my design, part of my brand to have tassel type stuff. So when I was in junior high, people always put filigree on elven armor because Lord of the Rings was still fresh in everyone's mind, and Dungeons & Dragons, Warcraft, and Warhammer Fantasy did the same thing. Yeah, Lillian, I can absolutely see that being a thing, and I would love to learn how to do it. So it's funny, right? Like, if everybody was putting filigree on elven armor because of Lord of the Rings, and now the modern version is everyone puts filigree on armor because of Genshin. It's just the modern equivalent now. I'm sort of looking at a bunch of references at the moment, and I'm sort of trying to see which ones I can hone in on. Most of it is like game UI. I'm looking a lot at game UI. Genshin, what did you do? Genshin has basically like solidified the art style of every teenage artist of the last 5 years, I would say. Okay. It did, and that's crazy. I know, right? It really is. It really is crazy. Genshin made a generation. I haven't even played Genshin. I just really, I can't deny that I like the art style. I can't deny that I like all the extra, flourishes. I can't deny that I want to add that to my work. It's elegant. I mean, why would you not want to add all of that, you know? It just makes your work look better to add elegant flourishes. And yeah, I'm sure eventually we're gonna get to the point where everybody's sick of it, but you know what? For now, people aren't, so there you go. I feel like the earlier characters are better, to be honest, but maybe I'm just fussy because I get bored of the game and don't play it anymore. I I don't know. I have an art book for the earlier characters, and I'm not sure if I like them more or less than the newer ones. I feel like with the earlier ones, the Genshin was still trying to find its footing, right? And then they sort of refined it as they went. Which is the case with a lot of those companies. I like Hu Tao. I mean, that is a good design. That is a very good design, don't get me wrong. Yeah, they found their style. Exactly. Exactly, Eve. Neo says, I have some strong opinions about the character design. I'm not going to go into detail. I don't want to derail too much. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're just, you know, chilling and drawing here. So, you know, I'm fine with derailing. All right. I guess this is like too, I can't tell how I want this to look. If it went a little bit higher, would that be better? Maybe for this it would. I'm gonna DM you an essay one day. Oh dear. It's gonna be like me, being like, wow, I'm so inspired by Genshin. I don't play the game, but I think the character designs are really good. And then Neo sends an essay, and it's like, here's scientific and academic reasons why the character designs are terrible. And then I'll just keep questioning my taste and everything like I already do for my choice in anime. Still playing with this idea. I don't know. Lillian says I should try to find some of the old D&D 3.5 art that isn't completely ridiculous and post it in the server. Not gonna lie, I would read a Neo dissertation. What is my choice in anime? I don't hate SAO. That's my controversial opinion. Let's see. Yeah, okay. It's too much. It's too much. I have to be realistic. It's too much. Vesta says, just because I hate SAO doesn't mean I'm mad that you don't. No, but you're not alone either. Alright, am I just gonna keep going with the... You know why I think I don't like this is because I feel like I can't come up with anything beyond swirls, and it bothers me that I can't. Aliadel, hello, welcome in, welcome in! Aliadel says, to be honest, the worst anime are the best worst anime. Fair enough. Aliadel, hello, how are you doing? Hope everything's going well. Alright. What if I try something like... Maybe I should have looked up better examples of filigree before this. It looked good in my head. It looked good in my head. I'll do something like with a thicker border, and then I'll make that thinner. Try that. That's not bad. Reza says people liking SAO is okay. People saying it's the best anime ever. The people I have problems with, cough cough senpai. Oh dear. I mean, I still, you know, I've recommended Madoka Magica how many times? And Full Metal Alchemist how many times? I still think that that needs to be watched. Like, if you like SAO, then you can't not like FMA. I need to have some other style than swirls. This is so annoying. Madoka Magica? Starlight, how could you? What do you mean? What do you mean, how could I? Traumatize those new weeps. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, that's the funny thing, right? Like, it actually, I am aware that upon first glance, it is very out of character for me. But it is actually my all-time favorite. I really, really, really love Madoka Magica. I think it is, I wouldn't say that it is the best anime, but I would say that it is my favorite anime. And the thing is, the person I'm getting to watch isn't new to anime. I'm not trying to traumatize the new weebs, don't worry. But I do think that some people need to watch it. It's like recommending Your Lie in April for romance. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Love the music, could never intentionally watch it. I could never intentionally watch it, but the music is so good. Alright, my lack of understanding filigree is starting to get to me. I hate this. Why can't I come up with anything good? This seemed like a good idea at the time, and now I'm like regretting my decisions. Lillian says a friend once conned me into watching School Days by saying it was a rom-com. Jeez. I did traumatize my, one of my clients, though. Because my client, I have a client that I'm working with, right? And they've watched, Elfin Lied and Higurashi. And I forgot how we got on the subject, but there was something in their commission that reminded me of Madoka Magica, and I brought it up. And they were like, oh, I haven't seen it yet. I got bored after the first 2 episodes. And I'm like, you got bored after the first 2 episodes? And then I told them that they had to give it the 3-episode test. And they had watched Higurashi and Elfin Lied, so I'm like, this will be fine. This will be completely fine. And they came back to me and they go, Starlight, what the heck did you make me watch? So now there's kind of a little bit of an inside joke that I've now traumatized my clients. I do not like this at all. If I can't figure this out, I'm gonna give up on this section because this is annoying. I'm surprised because both Higurashi and Elfin Light are way more disturbing. I know, right? So I'm like, there's not gonna be any issue. Like, I can't watch those, but I love Madoka Magica. And I'm like, yeah, there's not gonna be any issue recommending this, and apparently there was an issue. I was definitely surprised. Alright, can someone teach me how to do filigree? I hate this. I thought that this would be pretty. Trial and error. I'm trying, but it feels so boring. The trialing and erroring this feels really boring to me. I don't know if it's boring to anybody else, but I feel like I am definitely not getting anywhere here. Oh my gosh. I need like a corner decoration thing. I don't know. You're listening rather than watching? Okay, that's fine. Vessa says, most recent anime traumatizing bleh. Most recent anime traumatization was Made in Abyss. Season 1, you think, okay, not too bad, except near the end. Movie's like, wow, that's dark, it can only go up from here. And then season 2 is like getting kicked in the stomach over and over and gave me so much emotional pain. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, Made in Abyss is one of those shows where I'm like, visually, beautifully, awesome character design, very cool world building. Never gonna get into that myself. Come on here. I feel like I should just maybe move on and try this section again later. This is why I was like really fearing doing the scroll work, because when I get thrown off with these like banners and scrolls, it just sort of stops me from doing any of the other sections. Okay. Alright, I mean, okay, one more try here. Just doesn't look visually appealing. Lady Red, hello, welcome in, welcome in. I'm late, puppies were needing playtime. No worries, it's nice to see you. What adventures I'm up to? I am attempting to do filigree, but I'm not good at filigree. I'm very much not good at filigree, and I think I'm gonna give up in a sec if I don't get it right in a short time, because this is annoying. I want to get better at filigree, and I don't know how to study it. Because it seems like there's not as many options as I keep thinking in my head that there should be, and it messes me up. What is right? If it looks visually appealing. And it does not feel visually appealing to me yet. I see other people do it, and it ends up looking so, satisfying. And then if I do it, it ends up feeling like a mess. When you're doing, I feel does. Maybe I'll stick with that. Because, like, okay, you see the difference here where I was like, look, all I can draw are swirls, and I'm tired of being stuck with the swirls. And then this is like, I'm trying to play around and make things more interesting. That's kind of the difference here. That's sort of what I'm playing with, right? And then somehow, I can try to make it like a solid gold shape, right? Or at least connect to the bottom here. It's like a vine or a plant. That's how most filigree is, I think. Isn't it? Isn't it usually like vine or plant inspired? That one's not bad, though. I might stick with this. Most filigree is definitely nature-inspired in some form. Alright, let me try grabbing this and seeing if it works. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. We're getting somewhere. Wait, why is Neo eating Made in Abyss? Lady Red says it makes you feel better. I'm drawing the same mech in 3 poses today. I'm wishing I could experiment more. I think the filigree is lovely. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that sounds rough. That mech in 3 is it like a turnaround or pose sheet? That definitely sounds rough. Okay. I think I can be happy enough with this. And then I'll connect it with this piece here, so that all the gold is just, you know, a nice solid border. And then this piece will be, sort of the little thinner gold edge that holds it together. So this will be like, let's see, thicker gold edge. Yeah. Yeah. And then this will go here. Maybe we can actually cross through. That'll be fine. A little bit more visually interesting. Yeah. And then every time there's like a tip or something, then it comes down and has like a little tip banner. Vesta says, I'm sorry, but I had to clip why is Neo eating Made in Abyss. Lady Red, it's not a pose sheet, it's for a tournament poster. I'm doing a sort of Charlie's Angels thing. Oh, I see. That sounds crazy. That sounds wild. Then again, most of what you do is pretty wild anyway, so I guess I can't say I'm super surprised. make that a little bit smaller. No, no. Yeah, that's fine. Sane art, never met her. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. I don't really want to work on refining and rendering that right now, in all honesty. But hey, I'll take that as, like, our finished piece, frankly. I mean, not finished piece, but, like, finished, concept. Also, really quickly, I don't think I'm gonna redo this, but I'm just curious if, one thing I was thinking is that, this is on another layer, don't worry. I just wanted to sort of experiment if this is a better look. I just wanted to quickly experiment if that looked better, but maybe not. Like I said, I'm trying to get away from the swirls. Different pattern. Keep it how it is. Yeah, I was just testing. It could go either way, I suppose. Wait, why? Wait, why are you angry? Why do you want me locked in jail? What? Why are we angry all of a sudden? What did I do wrong? What am I doing wrong? I'm testing things. Am I not allowed to test things? Why am I not allowed to test things? What? Okay, do you guys, like... I was just playing around. Okay, here. Like, regardless of the color or finish or whatever, I'm just curious. Because this is gonna be a template, you know? This is gonna be something that we end up using over and over and over. But, like, what do you guys like better? The swirls here, or the sort of, like, more evened out thing? It's a part of my outfit either way. It's either, from the top of my capelet, or it's from my belt. So, it's part of my outfit either way. It's just a matter of which part of the outfit. Vesta says, gonna lock you in a room with only snacks and a TV like spatted to that pink hamster. Oh, the horror. Personally like the swirls better? I'm just curious. I'm just getting input. So, I mean, it's normally like this, and I was just playing around with, like, the shape and stuff. One does look more fancy? Which one is one? The swirls or the... I don't know what you would call it. Vessa says, ma'am, there will be no drawing and no internet, and you'll be forced to relax. Okay, that actually does sound bad. Swirls look fancy? Ah, wrong one. Yeah, okay. Maybe top on bottom the other? I want the top and the bottom to definitely be, symmetrical, right? Yeah, it doesn't look good if they're different like that. But okay, I can just keep them as they are, that's fine. I just, you know, it's always good to experiment. It's always good to try things out and make sure, just to make sure that you're doing, Just to make sure that you're going the right direction, right? That's all we're doing. I like the one that looks like the infinity symbol. Okay, so that would be this one then. All right, we'll stick with it. We will stick with it. It's always good to test things, guys. It's always good to test things out. Okay. I do like this. I don't hate this. I can live with it. Also, Divine Fox, I feel like I didn't say hello to you today, so hello. I hope you're having a good day. The infinity symbol represents the traveling through space and time to other worlds, so the swirls have a lore purpose. Vesa knows how to get me. Vesa knows how to stop me by doing that. Vesa knows if there is a connection to be made, then I will absolutely end up stopping what I'm doing and go with whatever makes the best connections. All right. So that's good. So we got this idea down, and then this is gonna be like notes, things, call outs. Yeah. Vesa says my algorithms are too good at messing with you. I'm sorry. You're not wrong, though. Lillian says experimentation is how we learn which potion doesn't work, which zombie was a bad idea, and which stitches to pull out too quickly at inconvenient times. Of all things. I mean, I get your point. I do see the point that you're trying to make here, Lillian. Alright. I won't overthink that one, because Vesa gave me a lore concept, and now I have to go with it. What else? I'm trying to think of, like, what I wanted to do with this idea. Oh, I guess, so, like, the tassel, I mean, what do you guys, maybe you guys don't like the tassel idea, but I liked the idea of it just being sort of like this nice, have like a bead or a bell here or something, I'm not really sure. No, it would be crystal. Why would it be gold? It would be crystal. And then kind of going in the back here. And then maybe... See, okay, I'll admit that I got this from another game UI that I thought was pretty, because I like tassels. Tassels are pretty. But it doesn't actually make too much sense, because, like, realistically, because the way they had the tassel, right, is that it was, like, coming from this end, but you can't really roll a scroll up that way, but it looks pretty. The tassel represents not lore. Checkmate, Hallucinarist. Dang it. It looks nice. Is it too much going on there? I don't know. I don't know. I like tassels. I thought it was pretty. The top strand doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, the top strand doesn't make sense, but it helps, like, fill in the gap. But it also isn't logical. The reason why the tassel works from an art perspective is because it adds, what's the word? Asymmetry. If you take away the tassel, then this entire, scroll is just a plain block, and it's very solid and heavy looking. And if you add the tassel, you add a little bit of asymmetry and a little bit of airiness. Ma'am, it's there's a side visual thing for the video in the middle. I know! I get that! I know, but look, it's just a little thing, okay? It's just a little thing. If I just add, like... If I just add a tiny bit of it there or something, maybe. I feel like I'm gonna make Vesta go crazy by the end of the stream. That's the same way I reasoned wanting to do puzzles. What do you mean, Neo? Rather put the tassel rope on the scroll and the frill away from the scroll? Hmm? What do you mean? Tassel rope on the scroll and the frill away from the scroll? I don't quite know what you're saying. I feel like I'm missing something. Like a string bookmark? How would that work? I mean, like, on it? Like that? Is that what you're thinking? Yes, but the frill's off? What do you mean the frill's off? I wanted to do puzzles because I like puzzles. Oh. Fair enough. I don't really know what you mean with the frills off. Like curve it towards the scroll so it looks like it's falling off? Huh? Do you mean making it like shorter? I feel like it has to cut into this space somehow. I don't quite know about that. Stream, eh? Really? Wait, did this just freeze for anybody else, or are we still good here? Are we good? It shows that I'm still good on both ends, I think. No issue? Okay. Alright. Good? Okay. Okay. I just want to be sure, because I know that we have had, stream issues, so I'm always scared and I'm always a little extra wary, you know. Thank you for letting me know, though. Eve, I'm sorry if it froze on your end, though. Eve Wi-Fi. I'm not sure about- wait, I'm trying to understand what Eve was saying before. Froze on my end for both Twitch and YouTube? I think we're still here, though. I'm not sure why. You might need to refresh or something? I don't really know. On the scroll and frill away from the scroll. Curve toward the scroll so it looks like it's falling off. I still don't quite know what you mean with the tassel, though. I don't either now, that's fine. I think if it's crossing the entire thing, that might be too much. So I just sort of had it like just a little thing that's kind of wrapped around. Now I'm overthinking it. Now I'm overthinking if that actually doesn't look good. I can't figure it out now. I guess the tassel looks pretty decent after all. If it's wrapped like that, wouldn't it just fall off to the side? Because it's round and wait for the beat? It would, yeah. I mean, yeah, realistically, you're saying, like, if it starts here or whatever, then it would probably just be, like, falling straight down? Yeah, I mean, it absolutely would, but, you know, this is more on a fantasy level, so we can have things that are just sort of floaty, you know? So, okay, I will be honest with you guys. I did not come up with this idea for the tassel. I saw it on a game UI, and I thought it looked really cool, and I wanted to add it. Let me see if I can add the game, show you what I'm talking about. I saw this in a game UI, and I was like, I like that. I also want a tassel. I saw this before, and I'm like, I think it's really pretty. So I want to do this, like, scroll idea. And then I saw this tassel going around, and this part didn't make sense, obviously, because then it, you know, can't wrap around. But I was like, I like how it fills in the space. It looks nice. So I wanted to add a tassel. And I like this idea of the scroll with the info. Fuzzy Rope and I've put our differences aside. Fuzzy Rope, that's funny. What game is that? I don't know, to be honest. There's a lot of, like, inspirational graphic design boards that are just filled with, like, lots of game UI, to be honest. It's just a lot of different game UI that you can take inspiration from. Can't take credit for Fuzzy Rope was Neo idea. Oh, it is. It is. You named the game. You know the game, Ali? I mean, yeah, I think they're all Chinese gacha game, but that's kind of where a lot of the inspiration is from. Most of them don't use a scroll. They use, like, a letter and an envelope, which is interesting to me. Most of the gacha game inspiration that I've seen uses, letters and envelopes. I actually thought there'd be more that use scrolls, but there surprisingly aren't that as many as I thought there would be. Most have, like, see if I can find another one. Oh, I have some that are cards. Yeah, most look like this. Most are like, most sort of look like, folding out an envelope. I don't know. I do like the style, though. So I'm trying to take inspiration for that style for this project. And some of them don't make sense. Like, there's one with a Torii gate, and then it has, paper tied to it, but then the Torii gate is, like, put on its side, which isn't really that logical. I don't really like the look of a Torii gate on its side. I don't think that's what it should be. Alright, I'm gonna take away the grid for a sec here, just so I can see things easier. And then for this, I'm just going to try, probably gonna try painting a little bit of the edge here and making it look a bit more paper-like. I'll make this a little bit lighter. Right. And I'm leaving the edges darker because I want it to feel more like paper. What if gacha email? That would be cool. I mean, I would, you know, it's funny, right? I used to have an email newsletter, and it's really hard to customize emails. Like, it's a lot harder than you would think. to customize emails. But I like the look of UI in gacha games. I've been debating on starting another email list, but I don't know what it would be because everyone's just on Discord now. So I don't know if anyone... Do you guys still subscribe to email lists? Is that still a thing? I feel like I always go back and forth on the idea between email lists or not email lists. I always feel like someone will make some YouTube video and they'll be like, social media's dead, everyone needs an email list. And then I'm like, yeah, that's true, I need an email list. And then I never end up doing it again because I'm like, realistically, I don't think anybody in my community likes email lists. But I do fear, like, you know, someday losing Discord and then being really stuck. So, I don't know. I get scared about that sometimes. Because, you know, sometimes things happen. Sometimes people end up getting hacked, and I don't like the idea of that, like, tying so much into something I use every day. Vesta says a big Pokemon card seller I watched did a whole video about how email lists are his most valuable tool. Ah. See, that's the kind of stuff that makes me think, like, maybe I should. I don't know. And then it throws me off again. And then I end up with analysis paralysis. Discord has become an integrated part of life. For some, yeah. For some. I mean, for me it has, but I don't know if I can speak for everybody. It's how I communicate with all my clients, too. I mean, you know, when I don't work with people on VGen or anything, I do, like, all of my, I have a separate client Discord where people can get a lot easier access to things and saving ideas and stuff. Use Wix and set up an email list through that? Don't you use Wix? I used to. I can't afford it. I cannot afford Wix anymore. Wix is so expensive. Wix was like, I think like 30 a month or something. And I'm not driving enough people to it because it's not an e-commerce site, right? It was my portfolio. So I can't afford Wix. Yeah, it's like... It's a lot. Yeah, it's like... It was 30 a month, or you can save a bit by spending like 800 for 3 years, and I did that once and never again. Because I clearly did not get my, money's use out of it. Time to boot up the old Angel Fire sites. I think what I'll probably do now at some point, when I get some time, is I want to work on a card site, because I feel like that's just good enough these days, you know? I think a card site, people have figured out how to make them really customizable, and they can actually look pretty nice, so I think I might try to do a card site at some point. NeoCity's time. It would fit your brand. Yeah, this is right, it would fit your brand. Yeah, I don't know any HTML. I don't know any coding. I used to think it would be nice to learn some coding, but the only stuff that I want to do coding with doesn't have tutorials. I'm like, wow, I want to do all these coding things for my streams. I think it'd be really cool if I made my streams nicer with coding, like, you know, the stuff that Taijiro does or Shindigs does, and there's like no code tutorials on that. So I'm like, well, I don't need to learn then, because it wouldn't matter. There's no way to know how it works. I feel that way about a lot of things. Lady Red says, I've been doing writing consulting for a guy who does web design for work. I think I'm gonna hire him to make me a decent, simple site by the end of the year, because man, websites hard. Yeah, you should. I think that would be nice. Lillian says, I know enough coding to know I need more practice. Mood. Ali says, I want to learn coding, but it is so boring. Yeah, true. Vess says, I took an HTML class in college, and it was both interesting and infuriating. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, let's see. Maybe I'll do, like, a little bit more... Do I have, like, a... I know I have a paper texture somewhere. If I can use, like... Where would that go? I know I specifically got, like, specific paper texture just so I'd be able to do things that would fit this kind of aesthetic. See if I have it here. Is it this one? Handmade paper? No. Try this one? No. Alright, that's probably not bad. I'll go with that one. And then... I'll lock it here, and we'll turn that to overlay. Did that do anything nice, or no? Just kind of made it darker. Didn't really add the texture. That didn't add a texture at all, did it? Well, maybe it does if it's darker. Also, Vessa, thank you for the save. I appreciate it. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not, like, a certified overlay artist. That's... Okay, that's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll stick with that for now. It says, thing about HTML, there's no room for error. If you mistype one little thing, your entire site's broken. You have to spend so much time trying to figure out what you screwed up. Yeah, that's why they have the rubber duck method. Do you guys know about the rubber duck method? Also, I'm sorry, Lady Red. I'm sorry to hear that. Finished a huge section and I was drawing on the reference layer. Ah. My rubber duck is angrily complaining to you? Why? Why is it complaining? Lillian says I might try to start learning coding again. I no longer trust the net as it currently exists to last. I want to build my own stuff. That is valid, honestly. That is extremely valid. I'm gonna save this even though I feel like I don't quite like it yet, but it's going in a better direction than it was, so we're gonna take that for now. Let me see if this will work. If I can do the... So the idea here, right, with the paper, is that I'll be able to, like, move the... Roll it back up. Oh wait, I have to do the shading on a separate layer, don't I? If I want that kind of darker effect. If I do like... Wait, where would that go? Would that go above it? It would go above it. If I do this, and then I do shading here, right? Something like that. And then when this moves... I mean, yeah, you get the idea, at least. And this is all, again, you know, this is all stuff that I can always, like, once this is made, it's done. It's a template. We don't have to do it anymore. So that'll be good. Alex says my cat's sleeping on my bed and I have to go for a football match. Oh no. Vessa says, honestly, the rubber duck method is kind of dumb and pointless. Only quacks use it. That was a good one. That was good. That was good. Have a nice stream. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate it. All the best. All the best with the football. All good luck on the sports ball, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna move this because it's getting a little confusing. Where's this? Okay. Move these. I have everything on wrong layers and it's messing me up. There we go. Move that here. Move that here. Move that here. We are getting there. We are indeed getting there. It is starting to look like a thing. Sports go sports. Noctalon just came to say hi. Thank you for the conversation we had earlier. Help this lost Crochango. I'm glad to hear that. All the best. Alright. What else are we doing here? Okay, so I can render this later without much fear. You can render this later. Oh, this doesn't need to be, do I want this to be colored? I actually don't think I do. I think I need this to be... Actually, I don't know. No, I guess it makes sense if it's colored. But I'm not gonna make it, like, fancy shaded. I'm just gonna make it flat. The fancy shading will be on the border. Or I could do a gradient. Yeah, because this has a gradient, so that's not hard. Boom. Hardly any extra work, and it just adds a tiny bit. Gotta go? Alright, no worries, Eve. Thank you very much for stopping by. All the best. Thank you, thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. Alrighty. What else here? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I've got this part, I've got this part. This part, I have to figure out the road at some point. I don't know what to do with the road. Vessa, I don't know why, but I didn't read that as thanks for stopping by. I read that as thanks for playing. I'm not sure why. Oh, there we go. That works. Foxbrain desires more game stream, it's the only explanation. I mean, it's more like the credits of a game, isn't it? Okay. And I think what I need to do here is I need to do, like, something dark. Oh, what was I gonna do? Something like this, and then... maybe, like... If I get, like, a forest background or something? Let's see here. Forest background photo. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It didn't take much. It was just like, oh wow, you colored the background. It now has a color behind it. Let's see. And just get something really generic, right? Something like that. Maybe the trees are gonna add too much, but we're gonna test it. Paint bucket tool OP, right? I'm just testing. Might not look good, but just playing around here. And then we're gonna blur it. Maybe reduce it so that it stays mostly green. Just adds a little visual differences. See, it's like I just took like a random photo of a forest, and then I just made it so there was like a little bit more feeling. Feeling of a forest, even though there's nothing actually there. Weird how that can work, huh? Maybe this needs to have a... I'm trying to think if this needs a darker glow or a lighter glow. Probably darker, but then if this is darker, then this has to all be lighter. So let's try making this lighter. I don't want it to be like a gross green. Something like that, yeah, okay. Something like that, maybe? How does that show up? I actually do like the darker, but I need to stand out more. Been using that trick for character featured backgrounds lately. It's a good trick. Right? Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna lazily figure out how to make this prettier. Alright, I just want to add a little bit of lighter color to where this is, because it's against a dark color. So just doing that very lightly, just so it can stand out from the background. And then the actual paper can have a shadow behind it. So we're combining the paper shadow with the lighter painting of the background. Let's make this dark green. And then we'll do filter blur. Again. Boom, now it stands out. Now it looks 3D. Isn't that cool? Look how you can do that. Boom. Now it looks like it's standing on its own. Lazy is good sometimes. Exactly. Lazy is great sometimes. Sometimes it's better. I can tell that Vessa's losing his brain and going, this is what I've been trying to tell you. Look, there's sometimes where I understand lazy, and there's sometimes where I'm still learning it. But I do know how to do it in this case. I know how to be lazy for layout design. Probably. Yeah, look at that. Like, it immediately feels better once you add color. Like, look how unfinished this looks. Like, wow, what were you expecting? And then it's like, boom, look at that, now it's finished. Immediately feels like more progress. Incredible. Ooh, you know what I want to do, actually? Now that I'm looking at this thing? I don't know if this will work. I'm gonna have to test this. But I kind of want to, like, take that crystal color and sort of, like, bring it back here so that these look like they match. And then the base color can be whatever the base color is, and then this can stay in its, like, gold filigree, right? So if I did something like this. And then the crystal is actually really hard to do. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do it, but just having like that nice texture and stuff. And not making it look entirely purple, but just getting it down. I think that'll look good once I refine that a bit. Something like that. And now it just It'll look better once I match these nicer. But it just kind of, they should, ideally feel like that they will belong together. Might take some tweaking because this is a hard texture to mimic. But something like that, you know? It looks good in my head anyway. Maybe I'll need to work with it a little bit more, but hey. What? What's happening to the music? It sounds okay on my end. What are you hearing? It's fine? Okay. I guess it was just like glitchy. Glitchy. Music got weird, but it's normal again? Okay. I don't know why. That's weird. It got a vaporwave / Hobby Lobby sound. What does that mean? It got a Hobby Lobby sound? That's an interesting one. I've never heard that before. I've never heard that used to describe things before. Okay. This part I am the least knowledgeable of. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what I'm doing here the most. I'll like make those better later, but I'm just trying to get the idea. Something like that. I don't like how that is though. I don't like the direction of that yet. I thought I had references for the paths idea, and now I don't know where it went. So I'm not really sure how to evolve this, because I don't know where it went. Alright, let me save. And try to pull up a different sheet, and see if I got it better in the other sheet. I do feel like this is starting to feel a little bit Genshin-y, which I actually like. I'm enjoying how this looks. Grendel, hello! Welcome in. Having a very busy day. How are you doing? Oh, why so busy? If you can't say, no worries. I'm sorry that things are a little bit crazy and busy, but I hope everything's going well. I don't know where I put this. Neo, can you relate to like, having an idea and getting a lot of images and then having a different idea, but your mood boards and reference boards are still up, so then you put it in that board, and then you don't know where it is. Because that's what I just did. That's what I just did. Now I have no idea where I put this. If I even saved anything like it. Okay, I saved the Pokemon references in the Chibi folder, which is not smart. And I don't know where I put this. Did I put it in Fuji? I don't think I put it in Fuji. Where did I put this? It's not in the forest. It's not... Is it this one? No. Why do I still have this? Also, let me get this image real quick. Takes 10 minutes because I have to check 5 folders. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if I didn't save this. If I didn't, that would be really stupid of me. Maybe I didn't save it. I totally didn't save this, did I? I totally didn't save this. Great. Did I save it in Pinterest? Sometimes I'll save something in Pinterest, but not anywhere else. I might have done that. It's not in Style Study, it's not in Chibi. It's not in my Scrolls and Stamps folder, which is where it should be. I don't think I saved it. Alright. I'm gonna quickly see if it's in Pinterest, and if it's not, then I will give up. Yes, my Scrolls and Stamps collection. Also, this needs to be lighter now that I'm seeing it. Or maybe not light. No, it doesn't need to be. What does it need? It needs to be yellower. It needs to be differenter. Where's my scroll? I need to make this stand out more. That basically made no difference. Okay, cool. Never mind. Never mind. I'm still trying to figure out the background, I guess. Alright, Pinterest, which is filled to the brim with AI. Let's see. I want to say I would have put this in a folder, like, branding ideas or something. Did I do that, or did I just skip everything incorrectly? Probably just skipped everything incorrectly. I saved that. Nope. Lots of UI. But none of the game tracky thingies. I'm gonna have to look at these later. I don't actually remember what I have now. Let's see. I definitely need to revisit these. Actually, there's a lot of things I need to revisit because I want to do a lot more of these, I need to build more of these, like, design pieces because I need to add more stuff to the streams in general. I'm actually planning on, I know this is gonna sound stupid, but I'm planning on probably doing a little bit of an overlay update, even though this is a newish overlay, because I think that I can do it better for both the art streams and the game streams. Yeah, I totally don't know where this is. Okay. I'll try one more place, and if not there, then I shall give up. And then I think what we'll probably do is try to sketch out a stamp. That'll be fun. Why are Pinterest folders never in alphabetical order? Even though they should be. Okay. Check off lists, card lists, no, no, no. More scrolls, no. Many scrolls and cards and things. So many concepts to work on. None of which are helping me today. Nope, somehow I avoided saving any of these. How did I do that? I didn't save a single, like, RPG tracker image. Incredible. Well, I'm on top of things. Not. Alright, well, that's fine. Pinterest got you in its clutches. Yeah. No, I'm out. I'm out of it. I can't find it. I'm gonna have to figure it out as I go along, I suppose. I don't think that this sort of, like, line brick road is going to be useful, so here's what we're probably gonna do instead. Let's try this. Let's try a thin line. Can I just do a thin line? Let's see here. Maybe let's try that in, like, a gold, right? Something like that. And then... I have a nice, like, star stamp here. So we'll try something like this, maybe? And then, instead of having it at the bottom, I might bring it up here. And maybe here or so? Something like that, maybe. So the idea is that every time there's, a break in the video, then it's gonna be like, you know, getting to one of these star points. Yeah. That might be a little too large. That's a little too distracting. I do like the glow effect, but I think these are overall a little too big. Maybe something like here? Maybe, oh, maybe they should only glow when it's like... I haven't really figured this out yet, but I'm curious what you guys think. If they only glow when you either pass them or get to them, maybe? I need to figure out what happened. Okay, so you see this thing here? You see this little, sketch? Where's the Stargazer? Alright, I'm gonna combine these together real quick. So, do you see this thing right here? This is sort of basically gonna be like walking as it goes. But I don't know what to do after reaching a part. I don't know what should happen. And I was debating on like making a separate illustration where there was like some sort of reaction, but I don't think I want to do that either. So I'm curious what you guys think would make sense for like going through each part. It's like the YouTube Red Progress Barbecuter. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. I can probably make them even smaller too, because those glowy dots are actually really apparent. Yeah. Those can probably be pretty small. But I don't really know what to do with them. I don't know how to best utilize them. What do you guys think? I'm gonna save the... Anyway. I was thinking, like, maybe one could, like... Maybe they could... Does this work? Could they turn from, like, gold to... Could they go from, like, a gold to a rainbow? Would that work? I have no idea if that works, but let me see. If I did, like, it probably doesn't show up, does it? It totally doesn't show up. Well, maybe. Not really. It was a cute idea in my head, anyway. Yeah, no, that's too convoluted. It doesn't look good. Maybe it just doesn't glow? If you passed it? Blank, hello, welcome in, welcome in. How's everything going today? I hope you're doing well today. Alright, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do here, so instead, I think I'll try bracing the stamp design. I literally got 6 cents notification for the stream. I mean, it's the same time each week. Nothing's changed, really. Okay. I just suddenly wondered, is Starlight streaming right now? I mean, this is the time I normally stream at, right? Gonna lurk if you don't mind, not at all. Why do you have to shut down his tuning powers like that? Because I feel like a lot of people don't remember when I stream. And it's probably my fault because I don't have a schedule. So okay, that's the other thing that I need to do when I was saying like, oh, I need to do a bunch of overlay things. One of those is a schedule. I need to design a schedule graphic for myself. What about, okay, do you guys use VTubers' schedules? That you want, do you utilize any schedules from VTubers or no? Or do you just use the go live notifications? I'm curious, like, do schedules help? Because I feel like I should have one, but I really don't know if it's, like, used by people. What do you think they help with? I just look for pings like bat signals. This week I didn't post one and got asked about it the same day. Really, Neo? You got, like, asked about why you didn't have the schedule, or you got asked about when you were streaming? This is a very boring tree. How can we make this more interesting? Blank says at some point people do start memorizing them, like what definitely didn't happen to me just now. Just go with the Discord pings? What if the people aren't in the Discord? Neo says they asked if the schedule's gonna be up soon. I'm like, I'm not sure if I can fit more than on stream this week, so I figured I'd skip, and then someone posted an edited version of my schedule with a big red no in the middle. Oh my gosh, Neo! That's wild. That is insane. That is wild. What the heck? It's a world tree? It is, but I need a better... need something nicer for it. And it's not really indicative of the story at the moment here. I need a name for my crazy audience. Wait, Neo, do you not have a community name? Like how I have Stargazers? No. It's gotta be a fish pun? Why does it have to be a fish pun? I'll figure it out eventually, 2 years later. I mean, if you ever want branding help, you know that I like doing that. There's gotta be a better way to do this, I think. I'm still debating if the stamps should be, circular or diamond-shaped. I guess it could just kind of vary. Neopets? What about Neopets? What? Oh, the name! Neopets! I mean... That's good, Lillian. That's good, Lillian. Pretty sure that one is taken? Nah, I think it's fine. Nah. I like that though. That's funny. See if you can do anything else with that. That's clever, Lillian. That's good. Read what you said? What? As it says, I love doing fish puns, not even with a purpose. Sometimes I just do it for the halibut. Gee. You guys are on a pun streak today. What is with you? Why are you guys on a pun streak today? Alright. That would actually fit better. No, because this would be... This probably goes away. Alright, I need to put this in a... Put this in a folder, hide that. I'm still trying to figure out, like, how the stamps work. Because I like the idea, but I don't really know how to utilize it. I'm sorry, I was too proud of that to let you skip it. That's fair. Neo-Tetras? Neo-Tetris? If you were really into puzzle games... I mean, I know you said you like puzzle games, but I don't know how much. Also, what kind of puzzle games do you like? Like, are we talking Tetris puzzle, or are we talking, like, logic puzzle? I am, but I hate Tetris. Fair. Fair, honestly. Neo likes the point and click a logical puzzle game. Oh, so like Monkey Island. So you like to torture yourself. Have you played Monkey Island? Because that wins for convoluted. Okay, it's probably like a... I don't like that either. Something like that, maybe? I don't know what style this stamp should be in. Or this should have like a... I guess it shouldn't have any text. I don't know. And then we had this one where it was like just simpler. Song makes me think of an 18-bit Star-Chan kimono at the top of a mountain in feudal Japan. Why 16-bit? Or you mean like those like aesthetic wallpapers that you sometimes see? Got a bit of a chiptune feel, that's fair. I like more physically figure the puzzle out game like Portal and Talos Principle. Yeah, I think I do too. I do like Layton. I'm not good at designing stamps, apparently. And I feel like I should be able to do more than just a tree. But that's all I can think of right now is just tree. Large tree. I do think I like that composition better, though. I guess the stamps can, like, vary depending. Stamp design's harder than I thought. But I do feel like I should be able to do more than just tree. I don't know, maybe we'll throw in some flowers or something. I don't know. And the tree does... The flowers help a little bit. Maybe if they weren't the exact same size. That's a little bit better. How to segue to eat and back and ooh, tree. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to design stamps. It's not easy. I don't know how to design stamps. I do think I like the diamond shape, though. What do you guys think of the diamond shape? I think it just looks nicer than the circle in this case. I don't know. The diamond shape's a little bit more unique and kind of matches our vibe a bit more, I think. Diamond shape's nice. Diamond shows more, in my opinion? Okay, interesting. Because, okay, the thing is, like, to give you guys some context, the idea is that after each adventure, you have sort of like this, I can't really tell if it's before or after, but essentially there's sort of like this stamp, like passport stamp, like, words. Traveling. You're traveling. So the idea is that there's a stamp for each place that you travel to. Otaku Mafia, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Diamond looks good? Alright, we'll keep the diamond. So I'm trying to think of this idea of, like, you know, stamp, approval, you did the thing, you went to the place. Stamp for each video representing the overall theme of it. Yeah, thank you! You're better at wording things than I am. Especially on stream. I'm a mess on stream. So then the idea is gonna be like, you know, the thing, you did the, you know, like video game, yay, 100%, you did it. So I was gonna put it on the scroll itself, but then, like, the idea is that there's also supposed to be a passport. So I'm not really sure. Like, I was debating, oh, maybe I'll have, like, you know, a screen of a passport that comes in or something. If it makes you feel any better, if I was the one on the mic, I'd probably be just as blah. It's hard to yeah, it's definitely hard to be sort of, like, live and talking and get your thoughts in order as well. That's what I try to say on IRIAM, and I don't think people really... I don't think people really get it, but yeah, exactly, thank you. Yeah, it's like a cleared logo. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But I'm trying to figure out, like, I want to have a way that people can, like, collect them. And I don't really know how to make that work. So that's sort of where the idea of the passport comes in. Reference suggestion? What do you mean reference? Oh, yeah, reference suggestion. Okay. What is your reference suggestion? Monster Hunter Mission Star and Mission Complete stamp. Let's see here. I know Monster Hunter's really good with the icons. Like for the monsters. Oh! Yeah, okay, so it has, like, the icons for the monsters for each one. I like Monster Hunter because friends as cats. I mean, okay, yeah, that's legit. That's really cool how it gives, like, a, how it gives, like, a little tiny bit of environment and then, like, the creature itself. I actually really, really like it. And it does kind of have a watercolor style, which is also what we're going with. Thank you, Lady Red. I actually really like this. And what was the other one? The Mission Star and then a Mission Complete. Oh, like the, okay, this quest complete stamp. That's really cool. I thought that might help a little with ideas. It definitely gets the vibe across. Thank you. Also, welcome back, Ali. Kind of combining with Lady Red's suggestion. Got suggestion? Yeah, I'm super open to suggestion, guys. If anyone has any suggestions, please, like, let me hear them. I'm open to any suggestions that you have. I love hearing your suggestions. The more, the merrier. In other words, I very much need help and appreciate any help on this. As I'm sort of still trying to, develop the thread. Develop the foundation of everything. And then I have, like Monster Hunter, what if you incorporate the critter of each video, avoiding spoilers with part of the scenery in the background of the stamp? Because you might want to return to forest area in the future. What if you incorporated the critter of each video, avoiding spoilers, with part of the scenery in the background for the stamp? Do you mean, like, on the stamp itself? Wait. Send in DM real quick? Okay. Why don't you make the banner hit your head and make a bonk sound effect? Because I'm not normally gonna be in the videos. What, you mean how it's, like, just right above me here? I'm not gonna be, like, showing myself in the video, really. Because I'm already gonna be down here. I'm trying to make sense. I know that Vesta is sending a DM, but I'm also trying to make sense of this idea if I can. Critter of each video, avoiding spoilers with part of the— I mean, the critter of each video is not a secret either direction. Like, the critter of each video is going to be shown— if there is a Stargazer present, the Stargazer will be at the beginning. And if there is a critter in the video, then it's probably gonna end up in the thumbnail. Because, like, how am I gonna get people to click it otherwise, right? But I like the concept that you're going with here. Part of the scenery in the background. I'm not really sure how I would have, like... Hang on a sec. Forest background. So what I'm understanding is, like, the Monster Hunter style, the stamp is the creature. But I think where I'm getting confused is, like, reuse the same forest background. So, for example, do you mean, like, you know, for instance, if there was, like, a Stargazer peeking out from here? I feel like it's kind of hard to, like, add them in, I guess? Unless I did something where they were more, and then if I change that and had, like, I don't know, a bird or something. No? Okay. That's fine. I do kind of like the Monster Hunter style, though, where it's like there's some sort of, like, background here, and then, like, a critter? I don't know. You can explain it later, though. I don't mean to stress you out or anything. One idea that I had was, like, oh, this probably doesn't fit, actually. I'll try to tell you later what I mean if I can find a reasonable... Yeah, no problem. One thing that I thought would be cute, but maybe there's not enough room now. Because I don't really know how YouTube works. But I was gonna make, like, this a little bit larger. And then have, like, some sort of, like, sunset-y background or something. And then I'd have, like, the, you know, recommended videos or whatever. But then the stamp would disappear. Oh, wait, no, that would actually make sense. That would be fine. Yeah, okay. Stamp disappears. Recommended videos appear in its place. I guess that works. Sometimes I just have to, like, talk through things, if that makes sense. Like, just talking to you guys and talking about it out loud, I'm like, oh, wait, if I do this and that, okay, no, that actually adds up, and that actually, like, makes sense if I say it. I do appreciate you guys letting me sort of do some streams where I'm sort of able to, like, yeah, talking out ideas, exactly. If I can sort of talk about the concept, and then I can, oh my gosh. I just made that connection. You guys are my rubber duck. That's what it is. You guys are my rubber duck. I mean, it's the same thing, isn't it? Isn't it basically the same thing? That if I'm talking with you guys through a problem, and then I see that there's like a different solution that I hadn't realized because I'm chatting with you guys, then the Stargazers are acting as the rubber duck. It makes sense in my head. That totally makes sense to me. I don't know what's wrong. I wonder if there's, like, something I can write here that kind of gives, like, that 100% feeling without it being literal. Can I be Duck Game Duck with backwards red cap because I'm cool? Sure, why not? Or I guess this could just say, like, mission complete. I don't know. I want to find a way that this stamp can be, like, collected instead of, like, it makes sense visually for the video for this to just, like, appear on the scroll that we're using throughout the entire video. But I'm also just, like, I want to find some way where you guys can collect these stamps, and I don't know how. If you guys have any ideas for how you want to collect the stamps, let me know, because I think that would be really cool. Like, I want to find a way to bridge the videos with what's going on with the community. Make an email list and email them to us. I don't know if you guys like email lists, that's the problem. Also, I'm sorry to hear that, Sierra. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I need to find a way to make this collectible. I need to make the videos collectible. Maybe a secret that pops up in the video? Point us to click something on the Discord to collect a stamp. Ooh, interesting. Actually, that could work, because I have this thing. Just, like, roll that down. Don't forget to join the Discord. Roll it back up. That works, actually. You can put a box for the name, replace the mission. Hmm? I'm not entirely sure what you mean there. I am kind of intrigued with how this overlay is looking, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy with how this has turned out so far. I do think that this is something that will be fun. Oh, the other thing that I was thinking, tell me what you guys think about this, because I'm curious to know your thoughts too. Once I finish doing the, once I finish doing like this as a YouTube template or whatever, what would you guys think about me using it as the art template as well? Like for the overlay for stream. Obviously it would have to be different. I'm gonna have to not have it in one art style, but I was like, you know what? This could serve as just like our general overlay for art streams, and it would be a lot more on brand too. And then the concept is like, you know, the art stream and the videos look the same, so you know it's from the same Fox. I'm always trying to make these connections, right? I'm always trying to sort of figure out how these fit together. Except I wouldn't change the color every time. Ooh, actually, I take it back. I take it back. I might just find a way to, like, make the color change. Have, like I do with the border here? Like this border that's constantly changing color? I don't know. Make something where the scroll can, like, shift or something. Realistically, what would probably happen for a stream overlay is there's probably gonna be, like, a giant card art example in the middle here because you always have to be able to show your past art examples, right? So that would kind of get in the way, but that's fine. Because there's not a lot of room on an overlay to show everything, but I also still want to be able to brand stuff. Hang on a sec here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, okay, hang on. So, alright. Thinking about Vessa's idea again here, instead of having, like, this bird here. Tiny little, like, referenced bird. Something like... This game's so convoluted. I'm running out of room. Alright, so stamp here. And then... Open forest idea. Maybe text, maybe not. I don't know yet. Grass, and then... creature. And creature is sort of like whatever creature is in the video. Now we have a good thinking song, there you go. Lillian says collect the stamp, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, push the muffin button, the whooper button, the button that launches. I'm not gonna read that. That's what you meant? Okay. It's an interesting idea. And if you do other future videos in the forest, you keep the forest background, but switch out the critter. Interesting, interesting. So then you could just basically, instead of making like a bajillion different stamp ideas, then you could just have like stamps based on different biomes. Ah, okay. I'm actually gonna write that down. Stamp based on biome. Interesting. Okay. I'm kind of wondering if it should be like the creature from the video or the Stargazer from the video. Because one thing about not having it as the creature from the video is that if I use like a copyright creature, I can't really do anything with it. But if I use a Stargazer, then it could like turn into merch or something. Right now, if you do go to the forest stamp on the right, as beautiful as it is, if you go back to the forest setting, you'd be like, I don't want to use the exact same stamp. What do I do now? Oh, that's a really good point. Yeah, because eventually, like, I'd be trying to draw, like, a bunch of different forest-type variants, and then I would be like, oh, I don't like this. I mean, yeah, I could do, like, I would do probably a tree, and then I would do one that was, like, a flower, and then I would do one that was, like, a pine tree, and then I would do one that was a field, and then I'd be stuck. So that's actually a good idea. Yeah. I'm gonna have to think about that some more. I'm gonna have to develop that more. It might be interesting to have them as Stargazers. It might be interesting to like, cause, you know, with the Monster Hunter thing, right? Like, the whole thing is that you're focused on that monster, but then, it could also be like who you're working with. Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to think about this. All the leaf types. There's only so much that you can design for a leaf, you know? I mean, okay. It's funny that you say that, Neo, because I saw, like, this is kind of unrelated, but, it just made me think of this when you said leaf types. They were, they're Pokemon designers saying that every time that someone makes a Fakemon, they can't use anything remotely similar to that. So I'm just like, as more people make Fakemon and as more Pokemon generations come out and there still has to be grass-type Pokemon, how many different types of variants of leaves can you do? You know? Like, that just, it gets harder and harder. Forest in the fall or winter would be really cool if you ever want to go back there in a later video. That's true too, yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, by making Fakemon, we're contributing to the problem. Maybe this, like, whatever's here could be the other thing, you know? Like, if I had the, what did I have, like, before? A bird? I have, like, a little watercolor chibi of the bird here, right? And then, like, the actual stamp itself. That could be interesting. Burb. I don't know why. I'm like, what can I use as like a temporary replacement idea? And then it's just like bird. Duck. Yeah, the Stargazers are ducks today, apparently. Alright. I do sort of like this concept here. I'm gonna play with that. Because then you can have, like, you can have the bird, and you can have the Stargazer. I don't know. I have to sort of think about what works best. But I'm actually really happy with, like, how much work we got done in terms of, like, design and layout. I don't know if you guys think I was wasting time here, but it actually does feel like we got a lot done. And maybe that's just because I colored the background green, and that does add a lot. But I'm feeling better about this. I'm feeling better about this than I did yesterday, for sure. Vessa, I struggled so hard to convey my feelings. I'm glad you finally get what I mean now. Anime accept my feelings moment. It's hard to articulate things. I get it. Eddie Red says, I love this. I wish I was smart to make cool things. You are! You absolutely are. Are you kidding me? You make so many cool things on like a daily basis. What do you mean? It's super hard when you can't draw. I know. That's why whenever my clients give me like stick figures and they're like, go make this into a thing. I'm like, okay, the stick figure is really useful. Thank you very much. That's other people's ideas, I just draw them. But you do have good ideas of your own. I know you do. Like, anything with Saris is your own. So, I know you have good ideas. And I know that you have... Before you were doing stuff for the BPL, you were coming up with really cool stuff, too. Mm-hmm. Alright. I feel like this is probably as far as I can go in this stream. I think all I really need to do at this point now is just refine everything and also figure out what the heck happens here. Because I don't really know what happens here. But, yeah, I'll figure this out. I'll make a tassel. I'll refine this. I'll finish up a stamp. And then I'll just have to make the meat of the video. And I'm excited. I really don't think I'm gonna be able to get it done, on the day I wanted to get it done. I feel like rushing that is not a great idea. And I'm actually working on a commission that I would rather prioritize, if I'm being honest. Because the commission is for not necessarily a deadline, but something where I would like them to have it, early if they can. So I'm not gonna stress myself out over deadline stuff, but I do feel like we are at a good point, which makes me happy. Because I also have to add, like, you know, now that I have this template, right, I still have to make, like, 4 speed paints for this thing. So I don't know if I'm gonna rush myself into getting those done, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a bit of a tight deadline, but regardless. Vessa and Starlight How to Do Creative Thinking course coming later this year. Pre-order now for $2.99 before it doubles later. $299. Yeah, there you go. Why is that, like, the standard price for courses, honestly? Alright. I think we will wrap it up there. I will be on IRIAM tomorrow if any one of you wants to join on IRIAM. There's currently an IRIAM Follow Fest going on, so if anybody sees on Twitter, there's like hashtag IRIAM Maint Follow Fest, then you can see all of the IRIAM founding streamers that you might not have known about. Definitely consider subscribing on YouTube or following on Twitch if you haven't yet. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Alright, I'm gonna work on refining this down, and thank you. I think we got so much progress done. And also consider joining the Safer Work Discord if you would like to. And if you are a Twitch Prime or a Twitch sub, then you also have access to our little sneak peek channel, so you can see some other things that I've been planning for this design. So thank you very much, Stargazers. I appreciate you all so much. Wherever you may be in the world or the worlds beyond, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night. Thank you, and all the best.